Hi, I'm Joe Walensky from WritersUA, and I'm speaking with many of the presenters who will be at our WritersUA West event coming up in Palm Springs in March. And today I am meeting with George Christian Bina. Hello, George. How are you?
Hi, Joe. Fine, thank you.
Could you tell me where are you speaking to us from today?
I'm located in Craiova, Romania.
All right, very good. Well, we have a big time difference between Seattle and there, but thanks for being part of this. If you're not familiar with George, he is one of the founders of Synchrosoft, the company that develops the Oxygen XML editor. He has many years experience working with XML and related technologies. George recently worked with Tony Self, integrating his Data Style Guide into the Oxygen tool. And he's going to be in Palm Springs talking about particular aspect of DITA, and his session is titled The New Generation of DITA, DITA NG. So George, why don't you give us a preview of what you're going to talk about?
Thank you, Joe. And I will be happy to give you just a small taste of what we will have there. Um, Oxygen supports many XML-related technologies, and therefore we are in a position to see also what other standards use to describe the structure of the XML documents that they are using. And it was kind of surprised to see that DITA stayed with DTDs at the schema language to specify the structure of the documents, while other standards like DOBOK, TI, and others use RelaxNG as a schema language. So I was kind of intrigued to understand why is this situation, and therefore I started to explore this problem, and I discovered that there were some technical issues that prevented the use of RelaxNG with DITA. So the first step was to solve this problem, and then to implement DITA in RelaxNG. Now, once we have another implementation of DITA in another schema language, right? What will determine people to switch, to move from DTDs to RelaxNG? Because you have a transition cost, so the benefits need to be kind of the additional benefits need to offset the cost, the transition cost, right? So you need to have really useful new capabilities to decide to make this move. And my presentation will show you exactly what are these big advantages of using RelaxNG that justify this move to from DTDs to RelaxNG. And what we can do to lower this transition cost. For example, by automating the conversion to DTDs. So we can, while we transition, we can still use existing tools that are based on DTDs while expressing, designing the schemas in RelaxNG. And just to give you like an analogy, what we've done with RelaxNG is that imagine that you buy a sound system in your home, and you put everything together, and instead of just connecting some cables, you start getting inside each inside your speakers and take some wires out, and then glue them together with wires from your TV and so on. That was the situation with DTDs. So you had to do this kind of work to put together RelaxNG, DITA. It's called the DITA shell, the DITA schema that represents the structure of an information type in DTDs, you have to do this kind of work. We relax and JIT, you just put them together and they just work, all these modules.
Right.
So,
Well, no, that's good. Well, yeah, that's great. So, yeah, I appreciate you giving us a little bit of a preview, and I'm sure the attendees at the conference will enjoy the opportunity to have some detailed discussions with you about DITA and also about oxygen. So, thanks in advance for deciding to make the long trip to California. Appreciate that. And we'll see you there in March.
I have just one
Oh,
thing to add.
sure, George.
There are so many technologies, these days, and there is so little time, right? So I think that such conferences in general are a great opportunity to discover new things in 30 minutes. And I guess many of the people that will be at the conference, they probably heard about relaxing G, schematron, and some of them may not know DITA exactly. So if they do not know schematron and relaxing G, then that is a very good opportunity for them to come and discover what they are about. In a short time, you can get a very rapid idea of what these new technologies for them are useful for.
Well, we'll have a lot of time for detailed discussions about that. And so again, I'll see you in a couple of months.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Thanks, George.